Welcome to Does Disney Transportation Go to Wide World of Sports? So essentially, yes, but it is in a very limited capacity. So Disney offers bus transportation over to Wide World of Sports, but they only offer it from the All-Star Resorts, which is movies, music, and sports, and from Pop Century and from Caribbean Beach. They only run from Thursdays through Mondays from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. They will pick up on that hour and the half hour and run until 45 minutes after all events at Wide World of Sports have ended. The only exception outside of this is that if there's an event with differing hours than what's listed above, the buses will start running 1 hour before the complex opens. And they'll continue to run until the event ends, even if it's after 11 o'clock. So that's the only way to take Disney transportation there. It's complimentary bus transportation from these 3 resorts and in these specified times. If you are staying somewhere else at Disney World, there are still ways that you can get there using just Disney's transportation, like if you don't have your own rental car or anything. So one option is to get yourself to any of the All-Star resorts. So they're all in one place, so it doesn't really matter which one you go to. You'll just have to take a bus from any of the theme parks, water parks, or Disney Springs, because the All-Star resorts are not on any other transportation line. They only have buses. You can also go to Pop Century. Again, you would just need to take a bus from one of the theme parks, water parks, or Disney Springs. But Pop Century is also on the Skyliner route. So it is directly connected to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, the Boardwalk, Yacht Club, Beach Club, Swan and Dolphin, Caribbean Beach, Riviera, and then Pop Century and Art of Animation are in the same place. The bridge in the middle that connects them is where the Skyliner station is. So if you're at any of these places, you can just take the Skyliner over there instead of having to wait on a bus. It is likely to be more efficient that way, unless it's down for weather, or it could go down for weather, then do the bus option. And again, from Art of Animation, you just walk across the bridge to get to Pop Century. To get to Caribbean Beach, again, any of the buses or the Skyliner, because Caribbean Beach is also on the Skyliner route. So those are going to be the only ways to get to any of those resorts if you are staying at Disney and need to take Disney's transportation to get to one of those resorts, to get to Wide World of Sports. Some other options, you can always drive yourself. Parking is always free there, and they offer paid valet parking if you need it or want it. You can just put it into your GPS. You don't need like the specific address, just start typing in like Wide World of Sports and it'll send you there. It'll be on the signage in the area too, but have the GPS on just to be safe. You could also take a ride share there. So Uber and Lyft are kind of what's popular in the area. I kind of use them interchangeably, but Lyft does have a partnership with Disney. So something that you could do is take a Disney minivan. So it's like taking a Lyft, except you are being driven by a Disney cast member, and these only go on Disney property. So this works as long as you're staying at just one of the other resorts and you don't want to like hop from place to place to place to try to get there. This will just pick you up where you're at, take you directly to where you need to go. They have accessible vans. They have up to 2 complimentary car seats. So this could be an option if you have a, decent sized family, or if you have younger kids or something. And then this will also save you time. It does cost money, and that'll depend on the time that you're trying to go. They do pricing based off of like availability and how in demand it is. So it's always an option, especially if you're running late and just need to get there. This would be for me, more like a last resort, worst case scenario. You'll just order a minivan. Getting around Disney World in general on Disney's transportation, I do have a guide in case, you're there for some sporting event and you just don't want to rent a car, or it's, not in the budget. I don't recommend it either. Like if you're only going like from the airport to Disney and you're going to be on Disney property your whole trip, there's truly no reason to rent a car. So I have a guide here on just getting around Disney World, navigating from any point A to any point B throughout your trip without having a rental car. And that is really everything transportation in terms of Wide World of Sports. I do have this free guide as well that also talks about how to get between every single theme park, water park, resort, Disney Springs, anything like that.